Hello and welcome back to episode 31 of this journey through the J-League. Today we have two games for you and one of them could win us the title. If you're looking forward to it as much as I am, remember to leave a like and a comment down below. And if you're not subscribed, just hit the subscribe button now. And then we can just get on with it. So let's just get on with it. So as I said in the intro, we have two games left for this season. And if we win this first one against Sagamihara, we will win the league. We currently find ourselves 5 points clear at the top of the league. We had a bit back and forth with Kochi, but we've actually had a really good run of form at the end of the season, especially after the last episode where we did lose against Kochi. We've managed to pull it back with a couple of 1-0 wins, a couple of 3-1 wins, a draw in there as well, and in our last game we ended up winning 5-0. So the last time we actually played these two teams, we drew against Sagamihara and we also beat Tochigi City 5-0. So hopefully we'll be able to get a win against Sagamihara this time and make this episode a lot easier for ourselves. Kochi themselves have got to play Verspor, who are sitting down in 13th at the moment. And look at the two teams we've got to play, 6th and 8th. They're a little bit more of a difficult challenge. So, fingers crossed, we can come out with a victory today. I'm not going to go through all of the other fixtures because I feel like we just want to get on with this. And if we do win this, we'll find ourselves in the J3 League, I believe. Oh, wait, let me check. I don't want this to be like before. Yes, no, it is. We will be promoted to the J3. I didn't want it to be like before, where we ended up actually going into a playoff system. We will actually be promoted to J3. So one problem we do actually have for today's game is that Kai and Yuki cannot play as they are both suspended. They got too many yellow cards, and it's really annoying because they have actually been quite decent for us this season. I feel like defensive midfielders never have a really particularly good rating, but still 6.7 isn't actually as good as I thought it would be. So I might have to look at a change in system for next season, especially going into a new division. It might be a lot harder, and I've got some players that I think will work better in the system, but we'll come on to that probably in a later episode. And then Yuki, I mean, he's been our best player this season. I think like 8 goals, 12 assists has been unbelievable. He's really taken a step up. I think he'll be able to do that again for us next year. So this is the lineup we're going to have today. Kawasaki in goal, Nishino, Marcus, AAA and Yoshimura in defence. Shunki Yamada rather, is coming in defence and mid in place of Kai, Terracardo and Toda, Tanimoto Nita and Fukushima. Fukushima's actually been playing very well recently. He got a hat-trick in his last game, and Dejima's just not been particularly great. Even though he's still got 13 goals and 2 assists this season, he's just not been great whenever I've started him. So I'm going to leave it as Fukushima up top today and know that we have him on the bench to back us up. We've also got Wada, Endo, Junpei Fukusawa, Mitsudome, Matsumoto and Osawa on the bench. So let's get into the first highlight of the game. So here we are at kickoff. I'm kind of glad that we are playing at home today. If we do manage to win the league today, it's kind of the place you want to do it really, at home in front of your home fans. I mean, it's not like there's a huge amount of them, but they are building every season. There's more and more coming in, and we can only do so much. And hopefully it'll give us a little boost to get that win. On the flip side, Kochi might also lose against Verspor. We don't know, so we'll see what happens. But we've got the first highlight here. Terracardo with a free kick to the back post, headed up and away, but Marcus is there. It's headed as far as Yamada on the halfway line, who gets it back to Marcus. Tanimoto turns and shoots, but it's over the bar. I've got another highlight straight after. The goalie is playing it out from the back. Ogawa gets it out to Benai. Benai's doing something with it. Homer's now got it. He's getting down the right-hand side, but Yamada manages to intercept. Toda's now got the ball. He's going to run with it a little bit. He's got no option on the right, but he plays it to Terracardo. Terracardo into Tanimoto, and that's a penalty. Lovely. That's the start we wanted. Takeo Fukushima's going to be taking this. Can he get us the first goal of the game in the first 10 minutes of the game as well? And he does. Buries it. Absolutely thumped that into the top right. We're 1-0 up after 7 minutes. This is probably the best way to start because we're going to put the pressure instantly on Kochi to get a result. I might keep it on that page just so I can keep an eye on what's happening in the other games. They've got a corner here, so hopefully they don't peg one back. It's headed up, but only as far as main. That's just wide. I wasn't very defensively solid there, lads. Kawasaki with the goal kick. Kicks it long. Fukushima can't win the header, but he does manage to intercept the pass back. And now Tanimoto's got it. He's going to play it back inside, but it's a poor ball. They're now looking to counter-attack. It's played out wide to Homer. Back to Ogawa. Fukushima again manages to intercept. Starts running them instantly. Tanimoto's now got it back into Fukushima. Shoots deflected wide for a corner. I'm enjoying his work so far. Although they weren't happy with me praising them, interestingly. Corner comes in, but their keeper manages to take that pretty easily. And the highlight's still going here. So he's taking his time. He's rolled it out to Ogawa. Ogawa's playing it out to Benai. I don't think they like this pressure. Nita's now intercepted their pass. Shoots for rage just over the bar. The keeper was scrabbling there. Scrabbling? Scrambling. He wasn't playing Scrabble. Well, I hope not anyway. If we could get another goal, that would really settle us in. And I think it will really then put the pressure on Kochi to get a result, because they're still 0-0 at the moment. Toda's on the ball. Plays the ball free for Nita. Nita's going to run with it. It's getting down the right-hand side. Can he square it across or get it in at all? No, he plays it short to Toda, who plays it low. Blocked again. So many blocked shots. I am going to keep them running at the defence, though, because it seems to be doing quite well, both Tanimoto and Nita. Right, Toda with the cross to the back post, headed up, but only as far as Fukushima. Can't get there though, can they? Miura, that's not Sota Miura, is it? That's not our old player, is it? No, he's a striker. I was going to say Noguchi. That's not out. No, he's got down the wing a bit too easily there for my liking. Takahashi now gets across, but AAA manages to intercept. Very well done. Toda plays a poor ball into Nita. And now they've got the ball again. Okamura. And we've intercepted. Tanimoto, get it out right. Nicely done. Nita's now going to run with it down the right-hand side. Can he get it into the box? No. Plays it across to Toda. Over to Terracado. Terracado over to Nishino, who comes inside and shoots bottom corner. I'm not really sure how he did that, but he did it. And it's a goal. And I'll take it. He's had quite a season as well, Nishino. I did see somebody in the comments say that he was their favourite signing, and when they said that, I was a bit unsure, but I think he's actually been pretty solid for us so far. So my hat's off to that guy. Apologies, I can't remember your name. But I appreciate all the comments. So if you have a favourite player so far in this series, do let me know down below, because I am always interested to know who people have sort of attached themselves to, because I feel like I've attached myself to certain players, and I feel like other people will also do the same. So let me know down below. We have another chance here. It's headed away. And Nishino, that man we were just discussing, is now on the left-hand side, squares it across, but it's blocked, and Tanimoto manages to pick it up. Terracado with a ball through for Tanimoto. That's another penalty. Fukushima can get a second here if he can just get past their goalie. He steps up and buries it into the bottom right corner again. So that is 3-0 now. That's his 16th goal of the season. For a backup striker turned first choice, he's had a hell of a season for us. Very happy with how he's turned out as a free transfer. So that's 3-0 going into half-time. I think they definitely deserve some praise now. And that really does put the pressure on Kochi, who are still drawing. So we're still 7 points clear as we come into the break. I say still. We were 5 points clear? Yeah, we were 5 points clear. Now we're 7 points clear. So here we are, kicking off for the second half of the first game. We are 45 minutes away from lifting the trophy, providing nothing crazy happens, which I can't really see happening in the way that we've played so far. Yoshimura's got that clear into Fukushima. That's the end of that highlight. Cool. That's all I needed. Yoshimura's got the ball here. Plays it into Shunki. Terracado gets it out wide to Tanimoto. Tanimoto is going to run at him. Cuts inside to Fukushima. Lays it back to Shunki again. Goes out right to Yoshimura. Can he get down the line? No, he plays it inside to Toda. Toda's now going to get down the line. Can he get it across? Or is he going to play this back? No, he gets it into Nita. Hits the side netting. I am going to make some substitutions. Kochi have just scored, so they are now back to 5 points behind us. But that doesn't mean anything. If we win this game, that's it. We've won. We've won the league. Okay, for starters, we're going to take Nita off. He's not had the best game. I'm going to get Sawa out on the right-hand side, which might be a bit risky because he hasn't played there in a while. But I want to give him a chance because I feel like I haven't given him too much of a chance recently. And in the way of other substitutions, I don't want to mess with things too much, but I also don't want our players to be dying out there on the pitch. So I feel like I might put Wada on for Yamada, or Shunky as he's known. We'll see how he gets on. It might be a bit of a risky change, but hey, we're 3-0 up. I can't see us throwing this away, if I'm completely honest. I'll only do those 2 substitutions for now. I'll make some more in a bit. Okay, so they've got another throw-in out on the left-hand side. They get it in to Sasaki R. Sasaki, squares it across, and it goes wide for a corner, in fact. Sawa's got the ball. Down at the right-hand side to Fukushima. Toda's cut inside here. Plays it into Nishino. Fukushima off the bar. Someone win that header. Oh, that would have been the hat-trick. Asawa plays it to Wada. Nishino. Terracado. Wada. Can't find an option. He does now. Nishino gets in the box. That's a penalty. Ah, no. I thought that was going to be another one. What a way to get a hat-trick that would have been. Right, they've got the ball out on the right-hand side. Miura's going to play it back to Kondo. Benai into May. May out to Noguchi. Noguchi down the line to Sasaki. Yoshimura's going to stay with him. Or he's going to try to, anyway. Just boxing him in. He can't get that cross in right now. And Wada manages to intercept that. Well done. Fukushima's now cleared down the right-hand side. Can anyone help him out? Fukushima plays it back to Asawa. Asawa back to Fukushima. He's not the man you want in the crossing it in, but he manages to get a decent crossing, but nobody was there because he was the one crossing it in. Miura, this highlight's still going. Miura's now just running with it. Takahashi out left to Sasaki. Shoots. What a finish that is. Do I start to worry? Because I know what we've been like before. Matsumoto's getting down the left. Again, very nicely. Go on, shoot, son. Shoot. Oh, what goal. That's the second goal we scored off the bench in recent weeks. And if you remember the highlights from the last game, he also scored, well, a similar one, but on the other side to this. And what a weaving little run that is. I'm going to get running more. Play down the left. They can't handle him, clearly. Okay, so we're coming to the final minute. I think we can safely say that we have won this game. Matsunome with a throw-in to Wada. Terracado plays the ball through for Fukushima. Can he get his hat-trick? There'll be 2 hat-tricks in 2 games then. Sawa plays it back to Fukushima. Fukushima for Matsumoto. He's down the left-hand side. Plays it Matsudome. Plays it inside to Matsumoto. Square it across. Oh! Was he offside? Oh, he was offside. Damn it. I mean, nobody got there in the end, which is a shame. But this is the final minute of the game, and I think we're going to win the Nippon League. First time of asking. They thought we were going to finish 4th. And you know what? At the start of the season, I somewhat agreed with them. But we just had a really good run of form that kind of turned us around. And I think some of the players that then left and then players that then became available because of it, you know, players like Toda, even players like Terracado coming in right at the end, even though he was suspended for the whole season, have really done something for us. And looks like we've won the league, so this should be it. There it is. I wish I'd worn my suit jacket now. I only just realised I've not been wearing it. But if we hit dressing room, that should... Yeah, enjoy the celebrations. There we go. That should now be us confirming the title. Where's the title lift? Are we not doing that to the last game? Oh, that's annoying. We have to wait till the last game. Ugh. Or have I skipped it? Have I accidentally skipped it? I've either accidentally skipped it, or it's not going to happen until the last game. So what I'm going to do is play this whole week, and then bring you back for the final game of the season. There'll probably be some changes to the squad. I imagine we'll just rotate a lot, and let some of the other players play a game, and then hopefully you'll see us lifting the title. And here we are for the final game of the Nippon Soccer League season. And we've got a couple of changes in the squad today. Kamazaki, of course, is in goal. I was going to put Meraki for his last ever game before he leaves us, but I don't like Meraki. I just don't like him, so he is not going to play today. I've put Ida in at left back today to try and get him back on side a little bit and get him a little bit more experience. So we then have Nishino on the bench who can play right back or left back. So he's, he could come on at some point for one of those two. Marcus, Endo, and Yoshimura. Endo is playing today in place of AAA because AAA is on international duty again with Jordan, so he can't play. Yoshimura is playing at right back. He's building up a good rapport with Yuki, so they are playing together. Kai is back in the lineup. Toda and Pierce, as AAA is out. Pierce can come back in and play in that deep line playmaker role. Matsumoto, after his goal in the last game, is going to start out on the left-hand side. Fukushima, of course, up top, and as I mentioned, Yuki on the right-hand side. I would play Tajima, but I want to give Fukushima a chance of trying to get the golden boot. So this is our lineup for today. Now, obviously, this result doesn't really matter as a whole. We've already won the league. It's just more for fun. Hopefully we can come out with a win. That'd be great. I don't really want to sort of end the season on a loss, but, fingers crossed we can put in the same result we did against these lot last time, where we ended up winning 5-0, I think it was. It's a shame it's away, but, that's just the way it goes. Here we are being given a guard of honour by the Tajigi City team. In a way, it kind of feels a bit like vindication that we are playing this team, because they were the ones that stopped us from getting up in the first place in that cup final. And here we are playing on the last day of the season after we have won the league in our first season in that league. So, early highlight here. They've got the ball on the left-hand side. Chugo throws it into Yasoi. Yasoi plays it back to Chugo. Plays it over the top to Kato. Kato's ran through and has a shot to the back post, and they've hit it into the side net, and that was all a bit too casual. I think these guys have been on the drink this week, celebrating. Hopefully we get a goal here, though. Toda's taking the corner, into Marcus, but Marcus heads it over. We've got another free kick here. Toda plays it into Yuki. Yuki gets inside and shoots left foot over the bar by a long way. He should have done a lot better there, I think. Quiet start to the game so far. I'm hoping that we get a few more opportunities soon, because there hasn't been a shot. Of course, we now have a corner. Toda's going to take this to the back post. Marcus is there, but it's headed away. Matsumoto's now got it, gets down the left-hand side, and is that a penalty? No, Kamada's got away with the ball. Plays it inside to Araki. Araki into Ito. Ito just hoofs it long, but Yoshimura is there to clean up. Plays it into Yuki. Yuki Toda. Toda back to Yuki, gets down the right-hand side, squares it across for Fukushima to get the goal. Hopefully, that puts him a little bit closer to that golden boot. I think he may need a hat-trick and hope that the other players don't get a goal this game, so it's probably unlikely, but I'd rather make sure that he's given a fair chance of trying to get it. Endo with a throw in here into Fukushima. Matsumoto cross to the back post. Toda wins a header over the bar. He's missed so many of those headers this season. It's kind of a shame that he hasn't got as many goals as he would do, but hopefully next year that will change, and he'll come out with a few more goals than he has done so far. I say that, he has got 7 goals and 4 assists in the league, so I can't really complain. Obviously, he got a load of goals in non-competitive games, but they were non-competitive games, so, and had we had a better run in the cup, maybe he would have done a little bit better, but I'll take it for what it is. I'm going to do my usual switch of tactics and start running at their players. When I see that their wing-backs are on a very poor rating, I feel like you've got to take advantage of it, especially when we have the players that we do out wide. Right, they're passing it around here. Momoi out to Kamada. Kamada's going to try and get down this left-hand side, but he can't. Toda sees him out. Yuki's now going to chase this down. Yasoi and Fukushima's there with the interception. Plays it back to Marcus. Marcus to Fukushima. Matsumoto wins that. He's going to run with it a little bit. Plays it out wide to Yuki. Very well done. Yuki into Kai. Kai bursts through from DM. Can he get it in? No, he plays it out to the end. Yoshimura, have a shot, mate. He shoots. Keeper tips it around the post. I feel like Yoshimura deserves a goal, since he's come in. Although he hasn't trained particularly well, he's been very good in that right back position, and that's why his and Yuki's sort of combination has worked so well. Matsumoto plays the ball out here to Marcus. Yoshimura plays it back to Pierce. Pierce is going to get down this right-hand side, gets tackled, but manages... Oh, okay, no, whoa, what is going on? Endo into Kai. Kai back to Marcus. Still got the ball, rotating it around quite nicely. Matsumoto into Marcus, get it across. Plays it back to Matsumoto again. I might turn off this focus down the right-hand side because it's meaning we're not doing anything on this left-hand side, which I think we should be taking advantage of. Ida into Pierce. Pierce into Toda. Toda's got clean through, shoots straight at the goalie. Should have taken more advantage of that, I think. As we come into the second half, 1-0 up. I'm not going to think about any changes until maybe a little bit later than I would normally do. It's the last game of the season. I want to give everybody a fair run out. I'm just going to have a quick look at what's happening around the grounds. Kochi are winning against Roylek. I don't know if there's any relegation stuff going on. I think so. Maybe Sky Earth and Nankatsu. Sky Earth are losing at the moment. Nankatsu, where are they? They're losing as well. So Sky Earth need to win in order to stay up and hope the Nankatsu lose as well. So I might just keep an eye on that. It's a little bit of jeopardy on the final day. Toad's not having a great game today, if I'm honest. I'll probably substitute him off. He might be tired. He is also an inconsistent player. So to sort of get the results that we have done out of him so far this season is quite good. They had a pretty good chance there, but Marcus did very well to intercept. Chago out on the left-hand side. Oh, shut up. He jumped over the ball and he's got a penalty. Sure, whatever. It's last day. Don't really care. Come on, Kawasaki. Give it a save. Oh, or just fall over. Fine. Whatever. It's fine. Be chill about it. It's fine, man. They're on the attack again, and I'm now starting to worry. I don't want to lose the game. I know I just said it doesn't matter, but it kind of does, because there are certain standards that should be here, and they've had a free header at the back post there. Yoshimura's not done particularly well. If we make some substitutions, I think we can turn this around. Let's get Terracado on for Toda. Well done, Toda. You've had a hell of a season. You now deserve a rest. And then from there, a rogue one, but Tajima's going to go out on the right-hand side for me. We'll see how that goes. Yoshimura, I'll keep on Ida. Ida can come off, and Nishino. Let's get the man on. Everybody wants to see him. And I'll bring on Matsunaga later, I think. I think I'll give him a little run out, but for now, that will do. The 3 substitutions. I need to step up. Get us the win, please. Please. Coming up to the 75th minute here, and not a lot is happening for us. Yoshimura with the throw-in. Terracado. Endo. Into Kai. Kai turns on the ball. Ball over the top to Matsumoto. He's going to turn and get it into the box. At the back post to Tajima. There he is. Of course he scores to make it 2-1. It's kind of feels like a bit of a middle finger up at me there, because I haven't really played him in recent weeks, but he has come through for Sakai Trinitas today, and he might leave in the summer. I'm not sure yet. We have got a new guy coming in up front who I might show you before the end of this episode. We will see, but that makes it 2-1. I think I can comfortably say that I can get another substitution done now, or 2. I've got 2 subs left, so why don't we make those 2 substitutions? Yamado, come on for Endo, and who else can come on? Oh yeah, let's bring Matsunaga on for Fukushima. Sorry Fukushima, it's not happening. You're not getting a hat-trick. Cole Pierce has had a good game today. I do love Cole Pierce. I don't want to get rid of him, but because of all of the foreign player slots, I might have to. I might have to get rid of him, but fingers crossed I don't have to do that, and we'll figure it out in the summer. It just depends who comes in. It really does depend who comes in, because once again, it's probably going to be a load of players that need to come in order for us to compete at the J3 level. But I'll also see where they think we'll end up with the squad that we've got at the moment. Because if they think we're going to, finish in like the playoffs or like the upper half, then I don't really want to go and change the squad that much. And also, I don't know what their registration rules are. And Matsunaga's gone and scored, so... Oh, he was offside. Oh, that's a shame. That would have been good. That would have been nice. But maybe, also, Tajima becomes a right mid instead of being the forward, because, you know, he's got a decent header on him, I think. Has he? Or have I just made that up? I've completely made that up. Well, I feel like he's scored a few headed goals for us before. If somebody wants to come in with a £1.3 million bid for him, they can have him. But for now, he is staying on. Terracardo got the ball here, out to Tajima. Tajima plays the ball through for Matsunaga. Oh, that was an easier one to finish than the last one. Considering it's only 2-1, I feel like we should be at least 3 or 4 goals up by this point. Some of the chances we've had, I feel like, or some of the chances we've produced, shall I say, we've been quite good. So it's a shame, but who's to say we don't score from this? Oh God, Matsunaga. Just missed an absolute sitter there, I think. Oh no, he's pulled knee ligaments. Oh no, Matsumoto. Oh God, that is a sour end to the season, isn't it? Oh, Matsumoto. Tajima. Oh, bury that. This is why you haven't been starting, mate. You've been missing sitters. Okay, well. We'll see what the full extent of that is after this game. We can't really do much about it now. Got a minute and a half left of this game, and they're through on gut. Berate instantly. Instant berate. That was really poor. Come on, lads. Tajima with a terrible pass to Terracardo. And so he's missed about 3 sitters. And Sota Matsunaga as well has also missed a sitter. And now they're level. And you know what? They'll probably go and score from this. No, we've got a free kick. I think that'll be it. Yeah, that's it. Oh, that's a shame. I'm more worried about the injury than the result, to be honest. Are we going to see them lifting a trophy? Are we going to see it? Or did I skip it in the last game by accident? I think I might have skipped it by accident, you know. Yeah. Oh, that's annoying. That's always the best bit. Oh, God damn it. Well, I only have myself to blame. So it hasn't told me yet what the full extent of the injury is for Matsumoto. Hopefully it will show me now. Oh, we've just got a payment for the posh transfer deal of 130k. Lovely. Is it going to show us now, the injury? Where is Matsumoto? Is that him? Oh, he's not injured. But it said he had knee ligament injury. I'm really confused. Oh, okay. Maybe it wasn't that bad. Alright, cool. Fine. Well, anyway, no, sorry, that was a very jarring ending to the episode there. But so I mentioned during the game that we've got a new guy coming in, and this is the guy, Taiko Watanabe. Firstly, fairly professional, excellent start. Looks like he has a pretty good current and potential ability. He likes big games, and he's consistent. And then in the stats, finishing 15, first touch 11, heading 15, technique 15, composure 14, anticipation 12, off the ball 15, which is a very underrated stat. I feel like a lot of people who get strikers don't look at that stat, but it is brilliant because they're always going to be in a good position to get a goal. Even if they don't necessarily score it, they will be in a good position. He'll be on about 900 per week. Good acceleration, great balance, and natural fitness as well. Left-footed, really excited about him. He is a poacher, but I could just try and make him an advanced forward, but we'll see. He hasn't got the agility for that, really, but we'll figure it out. Another guy we've actually got coming in, and this guy's coming in place of Meraki, 25-year-old from Sento Cura, who we've sort of had some deals with before, but not really ever come across him, I don't think. Maybe in a cup game, but he's got good potential ability and good all-round stats, to be honest. If I compare him to Meraki, where is he? There we go. If we compare him to Meraki, I would argue he's a better player. Not as physical, yes, but in general, a better player. And with him as well, obviously, we're selling Meraki for money. This guy's coming in for free. It's a win-win in my eyes. So let's just have a look through some of the final things we've been sent by the press office before we close off this episode 31 of the series. Again, all of those, new people who've been watching these episodes and this series and enjoying it and liking it and commenting on it, thank you. I do appreciate it. Please carry on doing it, because it means that more people get to see it, and means I get to make more of these and I have more fun doing it. It's a win-win, really. So just, if you haven't done it already for this video, just do it now. Just press it now. Anyway, so for this season, record high, of course. This is our first time in the Nippon Soccer League. So, of course, it's going to be the first, or the highest, rather, record that we've ever had. It's a pretty decent season, 68 goals, 34 against, only lost 3 games. Can't really complain about that. Probably a few more draws than we would have wanted, but I will take it. Trinitas set record high points total to reach playoffs. Yeah, I mean, we made it. We didn't get to the playoffs. We made it straight to J3, so it's a weird one. Shinji Nakagata, who was out on loan, ended up winning the league, but only made 1 appearance for the club. So I wouldn't. How much he actually helped them is a different question, but we'll reassess what to do with Shinji Nakagata when he gets back, because it will be the last year of his contract. So that value, I'm not sure that's entirely right, but we may have to look at moving him on. So we didn't get the top scorer in the end, which is a great shame. We're not even in the top 3, which is even more frustrating. I feel like we're probably actually tied 3rd somewhere down the list, but I can check that later. Goal of the year. Matsumoto thumping in a free kick from 26 metres. Matsumoto with a free kick. Oh no, I think this was closer to the start of the season, maybe. We got manager of the year. I say we, I feel like we are we. We're all doing it together, even though I'm the only one here. If somebody else wants to do this, then obviously feel free, but I'm doing it. Alright? So we've won player of the... So we've won Manager of the Year as well, which is great. 80% win rate. And this is the best 11. Kawasaki, Nishino, Marcus, Yuki all make it in to the squad. A load of Kochi players in there, of course, as well. I feel like some of our players have been slept on a little bit. We don't get to choose. We don't get to even vote in this, so we'll take it as it is. And I feel like I've said that a lot in this episode, but we have. We've just taken it as it is. So, next season, we will be in this league here, the J3. These are the big boys. These are some massive clubs. If we look at even 3rd from bottom, they've got a lot of debt, but they've got a lot better facilities, youth recruitment, everything. Look at the boys at the top. They have a lot more money, a lot better resources than us. So, we can do what we can do, and that's it. So we'll probably make a lot of changes to the team, bring in a lot of players, and some players might go out. But what I'll do is I'll bring you back at the end of pre-season and at the start of the J3 League. So thank you again for watching. Hope you have enjoyed this video. And again, like I said, if you are new to the channel, if you're new to this series, then please give us a comment, give us a like, give us a subscribe, whatever you can. Hopefully you've enjoyed series so far, or even this episode. I'm losing my words, so let's just end the video there, shall we?